everybody, and welcome to this day that we're celebrating diversity in the city of Richmond. Some of you may know that in a recent study, Richmond was anointed as the most diverse city in the United States. And several years ago, the mayor's office did a branding and marketing study for the city of Richmond. And one of the things we found out in that study is that one of the main reasons that people in other parts of the Bay Area would favorably consider moving to Richmond is that they knew that in Richmond they could find people who looked like them and they would feel comfortable here. So there's a lot of advantages to being a diverse city, and that's one of the reasons we're celebrating it today. So as we go into the rest of the program, I'm going to introduce Jerrold Hachett, and then Yenny Garcia, and then we have two council members here, Vice Mayor Eduardo Martinez and Councilmember Melvin Willis, who will also get a chance to speak. If there's somebody else lined up to be part of this program and I missed you, let me know. So without further ado, Jerrold Hachett.
Had a stroke a couple years ago. I might be all right. First thing is good morning, good honor to God. This is a good day for Richmond. We have Juneteenth that I'm kind of in charge of. Gave the whole everything. This is unity, everybody. And so I want to thank Richmond. I want to thank the Lord, and especially the community and the businesses, because years ago, how I ended up with Juneteenth, the city at the time had other things to do with the money and whatever. We won't go into that, but I ended up with it. And so far, I think we're the best Juneteenth in California. So we done had everybody out here, Temptations, George Clinton, you name it. We try to get it if I can raise enough money for them. But I felt, I've been here for 50 years, and I always felt like Richmond and I was a family. I love Richmond. I love the Juneteenth. I love all the stuff I do out here for 4th of July and everybody else. But I'm not working out here anymore, but I still love it and I'm still coming. And anything I could do for you guys, Richmond, I'll be here. Yes, this is my home, I could say, after 50 years, 17 to 30 to 70. I'm 70 now, I started when I was 17. And it's 50 years, so it was the whole time. I started at the bottom to the top, but at a recycling facility, and the whole last 25 years, after 30, I was Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, you name it. I did it. If I can help any community, we got 36 at that time, different communities, and I try to help them all. And I haven't stopped. Anytime somebody want me, like Santa Fe, they would have me out there cooking my ghetto beans and and so when people need help, I want to help Richmond until the day I die. I love you, Richmond.
Yenny, come on up here next. By the way, we're going to the Rec and Park Commission tonight with a proposal to rename Nickel Park as Nickel Juneteenth Park. So I hope you guys will support that. Go ahead.
Thank you. Buenos dias, good morning. My name is Yenny Garcia. I'm a community leader advocate, Women's Health and Leadership graduate from the Latina Center. And today I am joined by my colleague and friend, Erika Ramiirez.
Hello, good morning. My name is Erika Ramiirez. I'm on behalf of the Latina Center located in Richmond.
I'm going to be reciting a poem by the famous Cuban-American Richard Blanco. Como tú, I question history's blur in my eyes each time I face a mirror. Like a mirror, I gaze into my palm, a written palm I still can't read, my lifeline in an armed road I can't find, can't race back to the fork in my parents' trek that cradled me here. Como tú, I woke up to this dream of a country I didn't choose, that didn't choose me, trapped in the nightmare of its hateful glares. Como tú, I'm also from the lakes and farms, waterfalls and prairies of another country I can't fully claim either. Como tú, I'm either a mirage living among these faces and streets that raised me here in Richmond, or I'm nothing, a memory forgotten by all I was taken from and can't return to again. Like memory, at times, I wish I could erase the music of my name in Spanish. At times, I cherish it and despise my other syllables clashing in English. Como tú, I want to speak of myself in two languages at once. Despite my tongue, no word defines me. Like words, I read my footprints. Like my past, erased by waves of circumstances, my future uncertain as I win. Like the wind, como tú, I carry song, howls, whispers, thunder growls like thunder. I'm a foreign-born cloud that's drifted here. I'm lightened in the balm of rain. Como tú, our blood rains for the dirty thirst of this land. Like thirst, like hunger, we ache with the need to save ourselves and our country from itself.
Thank you. And I would like to quote in President Biden, "This Nation Immigrant Heritage Month, we honor our immigrants and we're coming to remain our country worthy of their dreams and inspirations, a nation true to our enduring values and the democracy that forever stands and become a hub to the world." So I work and I'm partnered with the Latina Center, and the Latina Center has been serving the community for 22 years right now in Richmond. And the mission is to improve the quality of life of the Latino community by providing education and educating to our community. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It is an honor for us to be here representing the immigrant community. The Latina Center educates, advocates, and celebrates on behalf of my immigrant community here in the city of Richmond. Muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you. And we now have a third council member here, Gayle McLaughlin. So I know all of them have remarks, so I'll start with the vice mayor, and we'll go from there. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. I want to recognize the fact that we are on Ohlone land, so we need to thank the Ohlone for letting us be here. I also want to recognize the diversity of our community. We have a strong Tibetan community, Chinese community, Sikh, Muslim communities, and they all make Richmond what it is. So there's so many different types of diversity, and right now we're just focusing on religious and ethnic, but there's also mindsets, there's also emotional and intellectual ways of understanding why we're here and what we're doing here. And we must recognize this entire diversity and figure out how to work together to make Richmond a better place. So thank you for coming.
Thank you. I was actually not initially planning on speaking, but thanks for opening the stage, Mr. Mayor. Melvin, Willis, Richmond City Council Member District 1, and I am glad that we are celebrating Diversity Month, because if it wasn't for diversity, I wouldn't be here at all right now today. And I wouldn't be able to stand in a community that's completely diverse. Actually, looking up, I'm glad we are flying the Ukraine flag, because not only just to support those who are suffering from the calamity on the other side, but just even doing door knocking. I had an opportunity to talk to somebody from Ukraine who has family out there, who's praying that there's more action taken so his people can be safe, and they're living right here as Richmond residents, and it's important to make sure that we are representing as many people as possible, because for me, diversity isn't a reason to keep us together. It's an opportunity to learn more and come together and be stronger, not only as a city, but as a nation. So I am glad I live in a city that actually embraces diversity rather than it just kind of pushes it away like, I don't know if I want to be that integrated. Like, it's a beautiful thing. Just looking at the audience, looking at the community, walk down the street, you will always see some sort of diverse, rich culture in Richmond, and that's the best thing to be proud of and to have pride in. So glad for this event. Thank you, everybody behind it, for sponsoring it, and happy Diversity Month.
Thanks, Melvin. Hi, everybody. I'm Gayle McLaughlin, Richmond City Council member, and I'm delighted to be here with all of you celebrating Diversity Month. It's been said before, and I'll say it again, diversity is our strength. You know, the more we learn from each other, the more we celebrate each other's backgrounds, culture, different races, different sexual orientation, the more we are strong. So Richmond has that history. We need to keep building bonds of solidarity with one another, showcasing that we are one community with different individuals, different segments of our population that bring different strengths, talents, and richness of background to the whole. We have a richly strong African American history and current African American community. We have a great immigrant community. We have a great LGBTQIA community. We have different races from Latinx, African American, Asian American, various Arab Americans, African Americans directly immigrating from Africa. So there is so much richness that we have to celebrate. And I just want to say diversity is celebrated in June. And there's a couple big celebrations that we have in Richmond and are celebrated throughout our country. And that's Juneteenth. We're having a parade on June 18th. Juneteenth is June 19th. Our parade in Richmond will be on Saturday, June 18th. June is also Pride Month, celebrating our LGBTQIA community. So here we are, you know, raising the diversity flag, celebrating each other. Inclusiveness is so important between homeowners, renters, between housed, unhoused, and between all the segments of our community with different backgrounds. Let's keep coming together. Let's show the strength of the whole. Let's learn from each other, and mostly, let's celebrate each other. So thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, for the opportunity to say a few words.
Okay, let's raise those flags.